Every day in our country, senior citizens are discriminated against, disparaged, and treated with disdain by those who ought to respect them. We are all complicit in the way we have treated the elderly members of our society as institutions, families, or members of a shared society. Every time senior citizens get offered less than they deserve for the work they do because they are old, poor, and desperate, we are failing them. Senior citizen loses a child, and wow, they must be responsible for their death. Every time a senior citizen gets labeled a witch, is called mad, and shooed out of the way because they have no memory of where they were headed and look unkempt, we are failing them. We say, abeg, it all old, make it do die, make everybody for rest, to ailing parents, uncles and aunts. That's discrimination. That is neglect. When you see an old woman getting beat up and being accused of witchcraft, do not turn the other way. Stop and teach people that white hairs, wrinkles, and hunchbacks are no evidence of witchcraft. Aging comes with a memory decline. Sometimes it's not out of place to have elderly people lose their way, forget details of their lives, and how to properly take care of themselves. When they get to this stage, they deserve your empathy, not scorn. Our ailing fathers, mothers, aunties, and uncles are deserving of quality healthcare and peaceful transition. Make their last moments memorable. Senior citizens have paid their dues. They deserve your care. Stop all forms of discrimination against them today.
The National Senior Citizens Center, NSCC, was established pursuant to the National Citizens Center Act 2017 with the needs of senior citizens and to cater for them. It is the first distinct national corporate body with focus on social inclusion of senior citizens in sustainable development and the improvement of the quality of living and well-being for self-fulfillment. NSCC is to identify opportunities for trainings to enhance capacities of senior citizens, initiate, facilitate, and implement educational, health, and social programs, productive activities, and work schemes in order to provide income or otherwise supplement earnings of senior citizens. NSCC is to also ensure the provision of recreation, sports, and counseling programs, all aiming to enhance dignity, independence, security, and care of Nigeria's senior citizens. The vision of the National Senior Citizens Center, NSCC, is to provide an inclusive society where every older person can live a dignified, healthy, happy, and secured life to the fullest, with opportunity to continue to participate in what they value and to access appropriate care in a place of their choice. The mission of NSCC is to engage strategic multi-sectoral partnerships and data application to identify needs of older persons and initiate, facilitate, and effectively coordinate programs and services to cater for the needs of older persons and improve the quality of life and well-being of older persons while promoting intergenerational synergies and economic growth opportunities. The National Senior Citizens Center has engaged in the last few years the acquisition programs in partnership with a few private organizations. However, the specter of public attention beamed on the center after the inauguration of a media roundtable hosted by the center and the subsequent investiture of a glamorous team of cerebral media veterans led by the mercurial eclectic television producer of Nigeria Television Authority fame, Olorogun Peter Igo, that the National Senior Citizen Center grabbed the headlines and irresistible visibility in the media space nationwide. At the media roundtable held in Abuja, the Director General of National Senior Citizens Center, Dr. M.M. Omokaro, using well-produced and lucid multimedia platforms accompanied with statistics and graphics, outlined the state of the aged in Nigeria today, the designated assignments of the roundtable, as well as her demands for cooperation and collaboration, pointing out the center's desire to utilize the humongous star power, visibility of the media veterans gathered at the venue in Abuja to amplify the activities and use intense advocacy to draw attention to the mandate of the center. The Director General reiterated the intention of the center to create renewed hope for the elderly within our society by giving them better quality health care, recreational options, and deserved a good living at the twilight of their lives. She named the group Goodwill ambassadors of the media and movie industry and appointed Olorogun Peter Iho Dan Jinkankabi as the coordinator, with famed stars like Chika Opala, Joke Silva, Alhaji Idi Farouk, Alhaji Tijani Ramalan, Lantana Ahmed, Mali Bewell, Dr. Danladi Bako, and Cyril Stoba, amongst other members. Sequel to the dinner and roundtable evening, an investiture formalizing the existence and mandate of the team was done by the Special Advisor to the President on Health, Dr. Safia Anas, and that set the agenda for the Goodwill Ambassador to hit the ground running. The National Senior Citizens Goodwill Ambassadors and Media Veterans, led by Olorogun Peter Iho, paid a courtesy visit to two former Director Generals of the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, Pastor Shingu Wigwe and Engineer Vincent Maduka, OFR, in Lagos on the 15th and 16th May 2025. The Goodwill Ambassadors, veteran broadcasters, paid the homage visit in promoting various activities, including plans, programs, and policies geared towards improving the quality of life of Nigeria's senior citizens. The Goodwill Ambassadors sought to receive the blessings of their forebearers in the profession of TV and radio broadcasting, print journalism, and others by intimating them about the great task ahead in propagating and promoting the activities of NSCC. It was 93 years old Pastor Shingu Wigwe, former Director General of NTA, that was first visited. Shingu Wigwe was also made a senior worthy ambassador of NSCC, with Olorogun Peter Iho decorating him with the official badge.
I'm so delighted to have all of you here.
Thank you, sir.
And I think it's never too late to really retrace our footsteps. Most stations are beginning to turn to CNN. All they carry is news. Nothing about culture. Nothing about how to move the country forward. You know, the type of thing we do, you're broadcasting for a developing nation. The type of, so that programs are targeted towards certain, certain things. We were thinking about looking back at ourselves and then reduce importation. How do you encourage people to do that? Use media for that type of thing. And the major reason for broadcasting in a third world country is to how to lead the people towards a better society. To use broadcasting to lead the people. In fact, if you want people to be self-reliant, most of your production will be taken in that direction. We have failed in all that. We have failed in all that. I don't want to attribute it to perhaps occasionally they bring in a foreigner into the system. Because I know that when it started, that was the focus. But see, when governments come in and they bring in their friends, to come and be DG. They lose their focus. And so the progress is just there for entertainment, news and all that. Nobody, most of them forgot about prototypes. That's what I'm talking about. So this is very important. So that we redirect broadcasting to the purposes that are supposed to serve in a third world country. I'm happy you took this initiative, and I'm happy about the support you get from most of our partners.
The second visit was to Nigerian Television Authority NTA's first Director General, 90 years old engineer Vincent Maduka. He was also made a worthy ambassador and decorated with the badge.
It's a magnet, so yes. And it's, when they say we're coming here to, and I said to come and see you, and I said I'm coming home. It's an organization. It is a parastatal. Yes, a parastatal, and they must have the machinery for doing their job. And their job is also to reach out. So I think they must have public relations department, and we journalists should now link in with that department. The department is not just for the old. The department is to project the organization to the whole country. That this organization exists. This is what it sets out to do. This is how badly it's doing it or how well it's doing it. Of course, their job is to say how well it's doing their job. But we now will tag in there. That's why we're NSCC Goodwill ambassadors. Right. Our status is on the basis of their existence. Exactly. And we're doing what we do, what we know best. Helping to promote those endeavors. Yes. Especially because it also touches us. We're all senior citizens in that group of broadcast veterans. Yes. So whatever they do affects us. Whether in insurance, whether in health, whether in quality living, whether ensuring that elders are respected. In some places they're looked down on, yes. And as the bad elements of society, once you're old, it's like a punishment or something. So to give value to senior citizens.
The third visit was to 90 years old Uncle Sam Amuka, distinguished veteran journalist, publisher, and chairman Vanguard newspaper. He was intimated about NSCC's activities, vision, mission, and mandate as it relates to the Goodwill ambassadors and veteran broadcasters. Uncle Sam Amuka was also decorated with the official Goodwill ambassadors badge.
Goodwill ambassadors of age-friendly service and elder justice advocacy. All that is explained here, and I'm leaving this with you.
In return, he endorsed and commended the federal government for setting up NSCC and charged the veteran broadcasters to go ahead and support NSCC fully.